Watching the station covering all of the DMV. This is DC News Now.
Happening now at 9, covering the entire DMV. A deadly plane crash. The breaking news from Northern Virginia as the FAA and NTSB investigate. And a local mosque threatened. The message shared with area houses of worship about security. In family holiday fun, we're stretching your dollar to get festive this season and avoid those high prices.
And fog is still an issue for some areas across the region, but the rain has since ended. We'll talk about tonight's temperatures and what to expect heading into your workday on Monday. And the Military Bowl Showdown. We'll share what teams go head-to-head in the big game, presented by GoBowling.com, partnered with DC News Now. And good evening. Thank you for joining us for DC News Now at 9. I'm Ben Dennis. Breaking news in Virginia. State police say that one person is dead after a single-engine plane crash in Fauquier County. Officials say that this happened near the intersection of Ebenezer Church and Midland Roads in Midland. Preliminary report says the plane was attempting to land when it hit several trees, crashed into a field, then engulfed in flames. The pilot has not yet been identified, but coming up at 9:30 and 10 o'clock, our Dave Laval reports live from the scene with the latest on that investigation. Meantime, police in Howard County, Maryland have now cleared the scene of a serious car crash in Columbia that left multiple people hurt. You can see that crash in this video from earlier this afternoon at the intersection of Route 29 and Route 108, a busy stretch of road. Police say that 10 people, including 2 juveniles, had to be sent to hospitals for their injuries. One of those folks is still in critical but stable condition. Officials did shut down Route 29 southbound for that investigation, but that road has now been clear and opened yet again. And Montgomery County police say a local mosque was evacuated on Friday after a bomb threat. But now the Council on American Islamic Relations, also known as CAIR, is pushing for more safety in houses of worship in the DMV. All events at the Adara Jafaria Islamic Center in Burtonsville were canceled. The building was, we mentioned, evacuated after that threat came Friday via phone. This comes after a D.C. mosque, Masjid Muhammad, received a threat back in August. Meantime, Arlington County police are investigating a shooting in the Green Valley neighborhood. Officials say that it happened around 3:30 yesterday afternoon at the intersection of South Kenmore Street and 23rd Street South. Police say that they believe 6 men were walking in the area when a silver Nissan sedan had approached the group. One suspect allegedly pulled out a handgun and shot at the car. Everybody left. No injuries reported there. Some damage, however, to a nearby building. And turning our focus to the district, overall crime is up 27% so far this year compared to 1 year ago. Carjackings, car thefts, both increased close to 100% during the same time period. Meantime, it's been around a year and a half since a Northwest D.C. man was killed after thieves stole his car. The wound still very fresh for Rachel Lincoln, the girlfriend of Rakesh Patel. Security cameras captured the thieves next day after they had abandoned Patel's car. You can see it right here. He died back in March 22 while he tried to stop those suspects who stole his car, parked outside of his girlfriend's Adams Morgan apartment. They've never been caught. And as the district sees the number of car thefts and carjackings increase this year compared to a year ago, Lincoln fought back tears as she recalled to our news crew tonight what the suspects took from her.
Everyone would say they miss his smile because it lit up a room. I've never seen anything like it. The first time I saw him smile, I thought, wow, that's amazing. It's like a light shining.
Lincoln says that she fears what happened to her boyfriend Patel will happen again to somebody else. And turning our focus to our roads, some large projects in Maryland could be up in the air as the state faces budgeting issues, namely one of them, the site of where that big rig in Frederick County, Maryland went up in flames. Our Michaela Newton has more from the studio.
The Maryland Department of Transportation could be seeing budget cuts this year that could have major effects on US 15 in Frederick County. According to the Washington Post, Governor Wes Moore's administration would propose defunding the US 15 project, among other highway expansion efforts, because of the state's budget woes. Now, in March, tragedy struck on the road that resulted in the loss of a life and significant property damage for residents in the community after a tanker truck crashed onto the side of the highway, causing a major explosion. Residents and county officials have urged state officials to make changes to the highway for preventative measures. Now, in a statement, Frederick County Executive Jessica Fitzwater said in part, quote, "I am deeply disappointed and alarmed at the news that this long-awaited committed project may be defunded in this year's state transportation plan." Frederick Mayor Michael O'Connor also commented on the matter, saying, quote, "The US 15 project is more than a transportation project. It's an economic development project, and most importantly, it's a safety project." Now, we did reach out to the Maryland Department of Transportation for comment, but we have not heard back yet. Reporting in the studio, I'm Michaela Newton for DC News Now.
Our thanks to Michaela tonight. Meantime, the Fairfax County government is expecting to face a $285 million shortfall in the 2025 fiscal year budget. These employees impacted include police, fire, and emergency services. Those workers will receive retirement rate adjustments as well as performance and longevity increases. School employees are getting a 6% compensation increase. However, the county expects to save about $26 million because of a turnover. The proposed budget will be released in January, but the public hearings on the budget will start in May. And the county says that certain new spending requirements are causing that issue. The 2025 budget went up for Metro funding, $16 million there. Schools will also receive $166 million more than in fiscal year 2024. And county employee pay will increase $180.5 million. And today officially kicks off DMV Black Restaurant Week, starting today through December the 10th. DMV BRW will highlight local Black-owned restaurants across all 8 wards in D.C. and in Maryland. D.C. Mayor Muriel Bowser will also be giving away grants to improve food access across the area. You can check out dmvbrw.com for that full list of participating small businesses and restaurants. And before we toss it over to Scott Sumner with the forecast, we're taking a look at some of that heavy fog that swept through the DMV today. These images shot from the Iwo Jima Memorial in Arlington County near Roslyn. Taking a look into downtown D.C., but like we just mentioned, over to Scott Sumner with your weather now on DC News Now. Scott, we know that some of the lead here is that fog is going to persist out there tonight, but that's not the main focus of the forecast.
No, well, that not really the main. I mean, it is certainly part of the forecast for tonight, but temperatures will be a little cooler overnight tonight. We're seeing here, as we look up to the north, our neighbors in Washington County, here in Hagerstown, the dual highway, we do see some patchy fog in spots. You can pick that out here, illuminated by the lights out there. And here's a visibility map to give you an idea. It doesn't show it. It says 10 miles visibility, but there is a little bit of low cloud coverage there, a little bit of fog, and over towards Manassas and down to Fredericksburg along I-95, still picking up on that fog. In the district has improved a little bit, around 6 miles an hour visibility. And as far as our satellite and radar is concerned, we still have clouds over the region here. Now, once these clouds clear out, there's not a lot of cloud coverage in behind it. And so we will have partly cloudy skies at times across the region. Overnight tonight, though, we do have fog in places through 10 o'clock here at 53 degrees, 11 o'clock partly cloudy, 51 and partly cloudy at the midnight hour. And then for tonight, again, a drier night than what we had last night. We were talking rain and steady rain. Well, not tonight. Instead, we have, again, some patchy fog in spots, and we have dry conditions. We'll have some sunshine, a raise of it on Monday, a little clipper system for some shower activity for Tuesday, and then chilly and breezy midweek. We'll break it down as we normally do with that 7-day forecast. Ben?
That we will. Thank you, Scott. Meantime, D.C. City government is giving out free home weatherization items to help you stay safe and warm throughout the cold winter months. D.C. PSC is calling it their Winter Ready campaign. Officials say they hope the program will provide folks living in D.C. and businesses with help and resources on how to cut your energy costs. The first event is set for Wednesday, the 6th, at the Dorothy Height Library on Benning Road Northeast. That starts at 4 p.m., goes until 6. You can find a full list of those events on our website, dcnewsnow.com. And in this season of giving, D.C. police are warning you to protect your packages from thieves. D.C. police say that using Amazon lockers, safe exchange locations, and having packages delivered only when you're home, some good preventative measures. You can also install doorbell cameras and other technology to deter those thieves. Our morning anchor Corey James spoke with D.C. police with more tips.
I'm just thinking hypothetically, for someone who is happening to, get home right when someone may be trying to steal their package, any advice for them if they happen to walk on, a thief trying to take what is theirs?
Sure, absolutely. Call 911. Give specific information about what they see, what they observe, what the person's wearing, so the officers can get in the area quickly and stop the individual. Maybe it's your neighbor that's trying to help you get your package, right? It might not be someone stealing your package. So really give great information about what they see, what the person's wearing, so the officers can make contact and figure out, are they just trying to be helpful, or was a crime being committed?
You're meeting up with somebody from a site like Facebook Marketplace or Craigslist. DC police say you should use one of their safe exchange zones, which are set up at police stations across the district. We have more information about these on our website, dcnewsnow.com. Experts are also now taking time to warn people about the possible dangers of Christmas lights. There's some hazards there. Experts say you should closely inspect any decor using electricity. Damaged wires can create a safety problem when you plug them in. You should also use the appropriate lights for the area of your home that's being decorated.
Make sure that the cords, the lights that you're using are rated for outdoor use, because those are going to be a little bit thicker, a little bit more heavier duty wires and cords, as opposed to the inside lights that you might be using on your tree or around other areas of your home.
And LED lights can save you money and energy. They're more efficient and can last up to 2 decades. And the Loudoun County Learning Center is helping parents and children, providing families with affordable daycare. The Arc of Loudoun's Open Door Learning Center caters to all children, including those with special needs, and also provides support to families based on income level and helps children learn important skills.
They learn to ask who needs what, how can I assist, what might be helpful for you.
I have seen many parents come in who have been struggling to find help for their children. And then once they get here, you see them breathing a sigh of relief.
The program also offers activities for people of all ages.